What's up, guys? Nathan here with By the Bay Sports, episode 5. We've made it. Good job. We've done it. Kind of an accomplishment. A lot of things going on. Haven't been doing this in a while. Been waiting on a lot of things to happen. As we know, since episode 4, the Premier League is back. La Liga is back. PSG is the champions of France. They didn't even finish. Serie A is back. Bundesliga is back. Bayern has won the Bundesliga since our last episode. So, that's only other major return. Wrong! Major League Baseball, as of 2 days ago, will be back. Players report July 1st to their home stadiums, with the season to begin, a 60-game season to begin, July 24th through the 26th. So, that being said, guys, it's going to be fun. Let's just talk about what's going on in world football, what just happened today. Liverpool, 30 years in the waiting. You're now the champions of the Premier League. Chelsea defeated Man City 2-1 at home. City looked very, very distraught in the back today. I kind of watched the game, and Chelsea's pace destroyed them. Chelsea's pace obliterated them. And Fabinho thought as a center back he could play goalie and got a red card with handball and got himself sent off. So there you have it. That's how Liverpool wins the title. People in Liverpool are already at Anfield going crazy and nuts. So they're so happy to finally have won the Barclays Premier League for the first time. Having a little bit of some weird throat issue. I don't know if it's COVID. Don't worry about that. But yeah, it's been a fun few weeks in sports. We got the Bundesliga back. We got all of soccer back except for France and Scotland. Scotland decided not to come back, but yeah, that's happened. Major League Baseball. Let's talk about that for a little bit. To be honest, negotiations went back and forth and back and forth till finally the players were at one point, okay, tell us when and where to report. Then the league decides, well, we're going to go ahead and bring out something else and do that. They did that. Players again said no. And all the while, Major League fans, I think we have a problem here. Think about it. Go look at the other major sports in the United States. The NFL and the NBA. Both of their players' unions have current players that are in the league playing as their presidents of their players' associations. What does the MLB have? A former player who... Tony Clark. Let's look it up. Tony Clark. I don't think he was that good of a player. I have no idea. I mean, he played before I was even born. So, let's see about Mr. Tony Clark here. Looking it up. Tony Clark. Oh, he's 48, so he did play a little bit in the 90s. His career ended in 2009. So has been the thing since then. But like, did he win any? Oh shoot! He had a 262 batting average, 51 career home runs with 824 RBIs in 1,559 games. Third in the Rookie of the Year voting in 96. Was he in the AL then? Because if he was, he would have lost to Derek Jeter. Was an All-Star in 2001, so there's one thing. So, yeah, kind of a guy that probably does not deserve to be representing the players. Somebody who was a former player who wasn't that good, obviously, and all that. So if I'm the MLB Players Association or Players Union, I would bark for changes in that. If I were you guys, I would bark for a current player to be the president, not just one that's a spokesperson for all the players. I would have more rights to direct ownership talks instead of Tony Clark going in and being the representative and talking with Manfred when you can have a player doing it, which would be better. But the bargaining and stuff went on for weeks. Till now we finally get a 60-game MLB season. Players from the 94 season, like from my Atlanta Braves, Tom Glavine, and other players like Chipper Jones, another former Atlanta Brave of the team I like, both of them said, don't do what we did in 94. They said, what we did in 94 was foolish. What we did in 94 should never be done again. And the players now, were not really taking that into account. It's like some of those guys are removed. Some of the guys that are playing in the game today are not far removed playing with those guys that dealt with that in 94. So if I'm the MLB, the only bad part about this downfall with this is now we've got to go after this 60-game season is done to a whole new 10-year collective bargaining agreement stuff starting as soon as this season's over with. So Major League Baseball fans, get ready for another war between Players Union and the MLB, because how this just went down with this whole how to play during the coronavirus with the money is ridiculous, upsetting to the fans, upsetting to the clubs, and upsetting to the country. I mean, we want our sports back, and baseball is that sport that is ours, the one that we created, one that has transcended the world. And yet, we have millionaires and billionaires arguing over pennies, is what some of the reports said. But in all, we are getting our baseball back. We do have our soccer back for now. We don't have this international football right now, but we certainly do have our regular soccer back. The MLS will start July 8th. Basically, in all the month of July, we'll have all the major sports back. Golf already started back. Pretty good there. We'll see what happens. Spikes in COVID's gone up, so I don't know what's going to happen. But the seasons are going to get underway here. And for us Americans and for fans around the world of all these sports, we're happy. College football teams are back doing their training. Some teams have had countless numbers of players get tested for COVID and positive. Clemson. Sorry, I'm a Florida State fan. I kind of have to diss the team that's in my division, Clemson Tigers, but they apparently had like 28 players on their football team get tested positive. I don't know if that story was fabricated or not. That was just a report I heard. So yeah. People, with that being said, let's just be honest. Us as Americans, if you watch this in America, we have July the 4th coming up. Be proud that you're American. Be proud that, with all the crap that's going on right now, you get to have your sports teams to cheer them on. We'll still watch the games live from home. And if you can, if you're in a state that has not that many cases, go celebrate with other fans, It'd be kind of fun to do. But here in America, let's just be honest. The 4th's coming up. We know what it means. The day of our birth as a nation. A day that a lot of people are going to be claiming that has got all this kind of intent with all this racial stuff that's been going on now and all that. But as an American, to be honest with you, it is great to be in America. Great to be in a country. Because granted, if we were in a country that is communist or whatever, you go outside the house, you may get shot and killed because you just went outside your house. So, I don't know. But America, let's be honest. Let's do better. Let's come together as one and be proud of what we are. That's being Americans and sports fans. Okay? So that's my message of unity. Just be Americans. Be yourself. Be who you are. I don't care if the other person across from you doesn't have the same beliefs of you. Stand up and be that person no matter what. If you can be on the left side of the aisle and the right side of the aisle and hate each other's guts, but the one thing that brings you to common is a certain sports team or a certain player that you guys both agree on that is the best of all time in that respective sport, or that team is the best ever. Don't let that burden you, okay? So with that being said, this is episode 5 of By the Bay Sports, a sports page by a fan for the fans. And obviously we're going to keep this going. We just got to get the baseball season kicked off. I mean, I want to report and talk more stuff with you guys. Soccer's back, the Premier League, Man United's back. We looked very awesome yesterday in a 3-0 win against Sheffield United. And then, of course, Liverpool thrashed Southampton, which was expected. And then the shocker today, Chelsea defeating Man City to hand Liverpool the trophy. And I know those fans, to Liverpool fans, I know I'm a Man United fan, but a lot of Man United fans are like, you can't congratulate them because you're a fan of this team. You know what? I don't give a crap. Okay? You guys deserve it. You guys played the best. You have the best manager in the game. You have the best players in the world on your team. And you guys deserve to win. You guys are the best in the world, in Europe, until somebody else claims that title this year. But you guys are still the European and now the British champions. And I applaud you guys for that. And hope you guys will do that. So with that being said, to all the By the Bay Sports fans out there, see ya.